Two games that define the fighting genre are joining forces. Street Fighter, Capcom's 2D mega franchise, and Tekken, Namco Bandai's hand-to-hand 3D fighter, combine their iconic characters and diverse fighting styles in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. We had a chat with Special Combat Advisor Seth Killian to get the latest on this universe-bridging fighting game. So, Street Fighter and Tekken crossing over two huge rival fighting games. How did this even come about?
This is one of those made in Japan stories. So basically the producer of Street Fighter and the producer of Tekken are just friends, like in real life. So they're talking about it and they have a lot of respect for each other. So they just sort of spitballed this idea and said, wouldn't it be crazy if we could do this? But the rest is history.
Check out the perfect fight.
The historic team-up will ultimately spawn two very different games. The first, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, produced by Capcom. And later, a follow-up from Namco Bandai, appropriately titled Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
No way! So
with Capcom at the helm of this first game, it's no surprise to find out where it draws its look and feel.
Nice knowing it!
I gotta be honest, it's gonna be a little bit more from the Street Fighter camp, but we're really doing our best to blend the best of both series. So from the Tekken side, you've got sort of a Tekken tag mechanic that we all love, where if either character gets knocked out, you've lost the round. We've also, of course, got characters from the Tekken franchise and the Street Fighter side. And we've also managed to bring over a little bit of the 4-button control action that you'll remember from Tekken. So if you have any sort of favorite combos that you may remember from your favorite Tekken character, you can bang those out just like you would in Tekken, even just using 4 buttons.
Mixing Tekken and Street Fighter characters not only leads to some highly unlikely teams, but also new killer moves and combos.
So, in the case of some characters, traditional characters, you'll recognize parts or even all of some of their super moves. In most cases, we've got something new, and then we've also got the ability to pull off team combos, team crossover combos, where I will begin a super move as one of the Capcom characters. Maybe I'll throw a big fireball in your face, and then Kazuya will come in behind, catch you, and do some of his special moves and end you with one of his little mind lasers that he fires out of his forehead.
Now, what Street Fighter characters are going to be in the game playable, right off the bat?
A lot. So we're looking at one of the biggest casts around in a while. So you'll have some favorites in there, like your Ken and Ryu, and your Chun-Li and your Zangiefs and guys like that. But we also have some more zany characters. And also on the Tekken side, we've tried to bring in both sort of core characters like Kazuya and Nina and people like that, as well as characters like Yoshimitsu. I don't really know what he is. He's some sort of cyber ninja with like a laser sword. So we're trying to mix that all together. And then of course on the PlayStation, we've got some exclusive characters as well. We've got Cole from Infamous. He's going to be making a special appearance in the game, as well as Kuro and Toro, who are some famous characters from Japan. Hopefully some US audience will learn about them and become excited as well.
But you can't just merge fighters from two different games without leveling the playing field.
So one of the things Street Fighter is known for is having all these crazy fireballs and projectiles and sonic booms and yoga fire and you know what, just to try and keep people pinned across the screen and play a little more of that range game. So to make the Tekken guys really competitive and let them shine at their own strengths, we offered the Tekken guys all sorts of interesting ways to dodge around those projectiles. And then once they get in your face, they really feel like the Tekken characters you know and love. Plus we provided them with new tools to get into that distance where they can really be most effective.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken also introduces a new layer of strategy on top of the tried and true Street Fighter gameplay. What is the gem system?
So the gem system is basically it's a system of customizable power-ups. So basically before the match, in the same way that you've been able to pick sort of things like your super combo or something like that in other games, now we're sort of trying to broaden the scope of the potential customizations that you can have. So the gems basically power you up in different ways. So maybe they give you more defense, maybe they give you more offense, maybe they give you more meter or something like that. But they activate in all sorts of different ways. And you can pick a series of these gems, whatever you feel like will play to your strengths. If you want to play Chun-Li who hits a little harder, you can do that, or maybe even play a super speedy Chun-Li. But it's all to figure out sort of what are your strengths as a player and what do you want to capitalize on.
The gem system isn't the only thing shaking up the Street Fighter and Tekken universes. A new comeback move called Pandora Mode gives losing players one final chance. Fail to finish off your opponent before the meter drains, and you'll be defeated instantly. In yet another new twist, up to 4 people can battle online or offline at one time in Scramble Mode.
So instead of me picking 2 characters and you picking 2 characters, each of us can find a friend and we can all play 4 at once together, even to the point where we can have all of us on the screen at the same time in different ways, which gets pretty nuts. So that's a little sideline. That's going to be insanity.
We don't know about you, but we already started planning our gem strategy. Our Hadouken hands are strong, and our fight sticks are polished and ready to go. So bring on the challengers.